When you live in a small town, it's easy to forget that everyone has a different past. Even as the daughter of an immigrant, I often forget that my father is from a completely different culture.
I love Franklin. I love where I live now. The rolling hills kind of remind me of the place where I was from. I'm from Zagreb, Croatia, and I like a little slower pace here. I like the kindness.
I was born in Bombay, India.
I was born in Geneva. Geneva is on the Riviera, on the north of Italy, close to France.
I was born in Zagreb, Croatia, which at the time of my birth was part of Yugoslavia.
America is, I think, everyone's dream, right? Someone who was not born here, I think 90% of the world wants to come to America because of the opportunities that it provides, because of the freedoms, because of what we had heard about it. So I came here to get my graduate degree.
I moved to America in '92 after I experienced a big success in pop music in my country, and then I came to America. I came to New York first.
I moved here in October of 1998, so almost 21 years ago, almost on Columbus Day. Columbus discovered America, I did too. And for love, I followed my husband.
I was a part of pop industry, and I was a pop superstar in Croatia.
As thousands of young people jam Taichi's concerts, her records achieve platinum and diamond sales. There was a Taichi doll.
I have a little Taichi Barbie doll that fans loved, but also it occurred to me that I'd become a doll. The image and the way that people saw me was that. It wasn't who I truly was inside. And I was very young, I was 19, and I needed the freedom and the courage to find who I truly was. I went from having literally like a chauffeured limo and bodyguards and everything, all the designer shoes and whatever I wanted, eating the best restaurants and whatever, to trying to survive on like $1.50 a day.
I've come to understand that while America is a dream to some, moving here does not always guarantee happiness.
It's not all the promised land, and not everybody's like Hollywood movies. Not every story ends with a happy ending. So in that perspective, I was prepared for the hard part of America. The harshness, that you have to be strong and resilient.
In life, I think there's always going to be challenges for everybody because we're all different, right? So it's a perception of whether you choose to use that as a crutch or use that as an advantage. I've raised our kids and myself to use that as an advantage. Problems are the same just about anywhere you go.
When considering immigration, there are both gains and losses. Sacrifice is inevitable. However, I've noticed that most people don't seem to have much regret in regards to immigrating.
I would have preferred staying in Italy, but I don't regret here. And I wish I could go more often to see my family. Instead, I go every other year.
And what would you say you miss most about Italy?
The sea, the food, the friends, my family.
There's a lot more opportunity here, and obviously we've done a lot better here. So we can afford a lot of opportunities to our children that we maybe didn't have. By the same token, I think we had a lot more fun back home in India because there was so much of a community spirit.
I moved here when I had a small son. He was almost a year old when we moved here. So my life was different because I was revolving around him, and I didn't know anybody. And so I was just doing stuff for him, going to the park, come back, cook, go to bed.
First, it was weird that nobody knew me because I'd just come from, not only because of my fame, but in a small country, it's very tight-knit community, so everybody knows each other. You have that support system. And in New York, you're completely on your own.
Little by little, I met other people and other moms. I joined a mom group, and it was much better.
But see, I made that choice. I didn't have to do that. And so to me, it was a huge adventure. It was, the fact that we were all there together. Every one of us, came from a place where we left our home. There were so many people from all over the world that I felt a different kind of feeling at home.
Overall, community and family seem to be the ultimate reasons why immigrating is worthwhile.
It was a challenge. Let me see what I can do with my own talents. Let me see how I can rebuild my life from scratch in this country where everything is possible. America truly was to me this place where there's no limits to dreams. There's no boundaries. There's no ceilings. It's just whatever you bring with you in your heart, you can make it here.
We try hard to teach our kids everything that we've learned, right? The good, the bad, and the ugly. But this is part of evolution, and part of life is that every generation should, by definition in my mind, have it better than the parents before, and should have learned more and should have more opportunities.